So, Lady BB, yeah. You see, like in terms of like being a music manager, yeah, because we never. I don't know who's gonna be watching this. You know, one day maybe a female or like a male, they might want to be a manager, innit? Like, could you go to? I know it might sound like a mad question, innit? But again, there's always like what do they call it? There's always why I ask questions. Why I ask them. Thank you, man. Thank you. There's always the method behind my madness, yeah? So cool. Like, to become a music manager, yeah? Like, could you go to, like, a university or, like, whatever to study, I don't know, like, something in music and actually qualify to be a music artist? Or for you, what does it take to actually, what does it take to be a music artist, basically? In terms of, like, to be, if that makes sense, basically.
Well, you need to have managerial skills in anything, to be a manager in anything. So obviously it helped me because I studied A&R, so I've studied A&R for 3 years, part-time. So you need to know the A&R side of things and the business side of things as well.
Yeah. Supreme G, like we're reaching if right now, yeah, the situation, obviously Mr. Kelly King, Lady BB, obviously they're meeting you for the first time, innit? Yeah? Like how describing yourself to both of them in terms of like what kind of art, just like in a unique way, innit? What kind of artist would you say you are, like to Lady BB and Mr. Kelly King?
The hottest artist right now. The hottest, the coldest.
What kind of music do you do?
Yes! Yeah.
What kind of music do you
my
do?
music. What type of music do I do?
Yeah, how would you describe it?
Okay, first of all, I would call myself an artist.
Okay.
An overall artist, yeah. But to be more specific, I'll probably say I rap.
Okay.
But it's not just rap. Like my rap has a bit of melodies into it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a bit of mixture. You know what I'm saying? Mixture of rap melodies, good hooks, lyrical. You know what I mean? But the beats that I use, the sounds, I can use any type of beat. But I tend to use like, lately I've been on some kind of like drill, trap. Yeah. Drill trap, you know what I'm saying? But when I first started rapping, when I was like in school age, like, it was all about grime. Because grime was popping back in the days, like years ago. You know what I mean? But as I started to mature, grow and everything, I started to rap. And then after that, I was open to any type of sound. You know what I mean? But if you listen to my current music, it will have a some rap influence, some trap influence, some drill, a bit of everything, yeah, but more songs. But the drill's been working for me, to be honest. The drill beats and everything have been working for me, so I've been on that type of movement, that type of way. You know what I mean, I just like to adapt myself to the changes. You know what I'm saying? Because a few years back it was all about rap and trap and everything, and then before that it was about grime. Now it's about drill. You know what I'm saying? You just have to adapt to the game. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, do what you like to do as well, like the sound that you want to do. So my sound is just a bit of. I feel like the music speaks for itself the most. You know what I'm saying? But my sound is just, it's unique. Like earlier on we were speaking, he said when I listen to your music, there's a type of beat, like type of sound that you know what I'm saying, that when I
could just picture it like in gyms, because like the vibe that his music gives me is like you know, like when you're that kind of music that gives you that kind, that give you that extra kick to do, to kickstart, to do something, to like when you're in the gym, that
energy,
kind of
energy, basically.
yeah, that energy, yeah.
How long have you been doing music for?
That's a good question. I started rapping when I was 15.
Okay.
I started in school with a group, including myself. There was 3 other people, and yeah, we called ourselves Northside Soldiers. We had different names, but you know what I'm saying. But so basically, it was all rapping together in school. After school, we would like go to one of my friends' place who was recording, like they used to call it dubs back in the day. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We used to record some dubs and everything. We used to clash a lot. We used to clash a lot as well in school. We used to clash like in lunchtime and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying. You know Black the Ripper. Black the Ripper. Yeah, he went to the same school as me.
Rest his soul.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying. And he was like one of the best at clashing ever. Like, you couldn't beat him in a clash. Like, you know what I mean. Like, so, and there was other rappers in the school as well, not just him. But yeah, everyone used to just write lyrics, write bars. So I started rapping from there. That's like my starting point. And then since then I just kept on going. But the people that I started with, they don't rap no more. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like they either lost interest, found other hobbies. Some of them went into sports. Some of them went into jail. Some of them all different like situations. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. But
I'm so fucked up. Sorry. something just went. I just wanted to, you know, when you said my friend did this and that, I just wanted to just quickly throw it in. Sorry, man. I don't even know. I was thinking that something went in my head and I was gonna ask, are any of them dead? I don't know why I was gonna ask. Yeah, I'm so sorry, bro. So sorry. Going back to Lady BB, yeah. Sorry, bro. Going back to Lady BB, yeah. Lady BB, yeah. If you like, obviously you spoke about 50-50 or like the percentages like artists like should get whatever once working together, yeah.
Well, it's not really a percentage.
Yeah,
it's what you agree with your manager.
Yeah,
you know that whole manager needs to get 25% and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
all music made and all that. That was like laws from like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
it's not. You know, if you work with artists now, if the artists want to, you can work it however you want. You can make money off their music, or you can just be paid as an employee. Call it an employee to manage all their affairs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, because I was gonna say, like, I could imagine like some artists probably getting together, and obviously at the beginning, the artist obviously not really selling like that. And say for example, the artist and the manager stayed together for a good amount of years, and I could imagine like if you was working for us, basically, if you was working with Supreme G, yeah, and obviously you don't start working together, and then like 5 years down the line, obviously his buzz pick up, he starts selling or whatever, and obviously during those 5 years, yeah, your relationship was 50-50 all throughout, yeah, and now obviously 5 years later, Supreme G now obviously he's selling, doing all of these things.
So he's making thousands, millions,
like millions or whatever, yeah, he's chopping it. Exactly. And so what about like exactly? What about after that, after 5 years? If Supreme G now comes to you and say, look, Lady BB, cool, like obviously we're 50-50 now and stuff like that, but I feel like it's about time we come on the table and actually renegotiate the percentage.
Give me less.
Yeah. What would you say? What would you say?
Go down, go up.
Well, why is that? Why is that? I'm just trying. Why is that? Because imagine if Supreme.
Like I put in all this work. I put in all this work. It's like, okay, like, can I just use Mr. Kelly King as an example?
If you want to, yeah.
So let's just say now, let's just say from now we're splitting everything 50-50.
Yeah.
And in 10 years' time, he's making millions and he's like a billionaire or millionaire.
He's definitely going to make millions.
Instead of giving you 50% now, I'm dropping you down, I'm giving you 30 or 20. I'll be like, what?
Yeah, but we're making millions, so you're still making more than you were making before, though.
Makes sense. I'm thinking as well.
So I'm not.
The price has gone up. We're making millions now.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna still get.
So you'd still be getting more than what you had before.
Yeah, I'm still getting more than what I had before. But why am I still taking 50% from you? Why are you going down? What if you're coming up and your money's coming up? I'm coming up too. I'm not dropping down to start taking 30% after I've been getting 50 in anything.
Yeah.
No.
Because you got
if that's the agreement.
Yeah.
And like you said, if it's contracted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
contracted. Because the little scenarios out there in the world where artists like they get to a certain age, they get to a certain plan and say, you know what, I feel like
I'm not going to mention it. Actually, can I just say that? But now thinking about it, about 10 years ago, I know a real life situation that happened to one of my friends.
Yeah.
And it was kind of almost the same thing. They had an agreement. He was getting, the artist wasn't making a lot of money, but what the artist was making was giving my friend 50%.
Yeah.
And when the artist decided to go and get signed and take his manager with him to the label, his 50% then got dropped down to like 25. So I've now that I'm thinking of that situation.
Those scenarios actually do happen, and it's like, because I feel like even sometimes either the artist or the manager might get to a point to be like, look, everything that we've done, I think I've done more.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the artist will get to a point and be like, look, I think I've done more. You're going to understand. I feel like that breaks up a lot of relationships when they get to that point, and I feel like who's in the right, who's in the wrong, should people negotiate?
Because let's just say, like, if you start making millions, that means your lifestyle's going to go into that millions lifestyle, and so is mine. So although we're making millions and to other people it's going to be a lot of money, no, we're living a different type of lifestyle. So I need that money.
You move into a bigger house, you drive a better car. So even Monday to Sunday, you're living different. You're eating lobster. Come on, you're eating lobster.
To be honest, I get what both of them are trying to say.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I get what both of them are trying to say.
Because you're living with that lifestyle. So even it is millions you're making. From when you was making hundreds and now you're making thousands and you're making millions. You're still coming up with the lifestyle. So your lifestyle is going to change. So therefore you need that money because you live for your means, isn't it? The money
your expenses. People say your expenses go up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can't go from getting 50% when the artist is making.
That's actually a mad thing. Think about it.
Make sense.
Yeah.
That's why it's got to be contracted. Then there's no disagreement. there can't be.
Yeah. What, like, in terms of like your experience, like in the industry, yeah. What, like, even another thing that I speak big up my cousin Double, who was meant to be there. Yeah. One of the things that we speak about is like a lot of artists get broken up by record labels. Like when they get together, a lot of artists with managers, they get broken up. Like the relationships, sometimes they get broken up once a record label gets involved, or like, I wonder where that comes from, because where I want to always like land this conversation is like, in terms of like keeping a solid foundation, yeah, with like your manager, yeah, like Supreme, in terms of you keeping a solid foundation with your music manager, yeah, like consistently, yeah, and like we've got a bond. No matter how big we're gonna get, no one's gonna break it. What would that relationship need to be built on? You're going to say for you, like, what are some of the things? Like, does that person need to be like your brethren from day, or does that person? I don't know. You're going to understand, because sometimes artists and managers they get to a certain position and they start going in these rooms with record labels, and some people start getting in that the artist's ear and saying maybe you might not need that manager or this and that.
I feel like it needs to be built on trust. It needs to be built on loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So like, no matter how big we get or whatever, no matter what opportunities come along the way,
yeah,
we can't change. You know what I'm saying? We can't switch up on each other. You know what I'm saying? Because when the money comes in, that's when people start acting strange and start switching up and changing and doing this, and that's when disagreement comes and the arguments come in and the greed comes and the, you know what I'm saying? So we've got to make sure none of that gets in the way. You know what I'm saying? We've got to keep the energy pure, keep it clean. You know what I mean? Like from the start. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's very important. So trust, quality, and that right energy, and then just like man, keep it chill with each other. Yeah.
And also, this is where the business side of music comes in, because if you have a music manager who knows business music, you'll know that if you get signed to a record label, you are actually allowed to take your personal manager with you as well.
Okay.
You have co-management, so you have one manager that the record label will assign to you and say, "This is your manager for this year contract that you're with us."
Okay.
And who's been doing it up until now? Oh, this person. So you actually get co-managed. So you're actually allowed to take your manager with you. And if you leave a label, and you have a manager within the label, you're allowed to also take that label. And I've been in that situation where somebody's actually left the label and said, "I'm leaving the label, but BB's still my manager. I'm paying her separately."
Yeah. Okay.
She's still going to manage me even though I've left the label. So I don't want the label manager anymore, but I'm taking my manager that you assigned me with me.
Okay, and all of those conversations, they're basically part of the contract.
Music.
Yeah.
No, it's not even. It doesn't have to be contracted. But if you understand
verbal,
music business, you'll understand. You'll
know
that the manager will tell the artist that.
So it's like for a normal person, like an average person, if they get employed by a company, they're gonna have a manager that's there and then become a manager. Same thing in the music industry.
Same thing, basically.
Yeah. Like after talking to you for a while, like and Mr. Kelly, like especially Lady BB, like obviously you manage quite a few artists, like honestly, all of the things that you do as a music manager, like what if there's any gems you could give us here? What is the secret in terms of like managing more than one music artist? Because you've got so many people out there who can't even fucking manage one. You get me? Because of the time and commitment. How do you do it? You get me?
You've got to have the right chemistry and stuff, and you know, you've got to have the time. And I think you've just got to have the mutual respect to put into each other. Yeah. And you need to know that I've managed artists that just don't want to listen to me. They will still go and do what they got. Even though I've advised them what to do, they're not listening and they think they know it all. So I just, they've just gone and done it and then it's gone pear-shaped and then they come back to me. Yeah. And say, "Beebs, I should listen to you," or whatever. So it's an element of that as well. Yeah.
Supreme G, would you, are you one of these artists here who basically, depending on the manager, you wouldn't mind a manager managing you, and obviously she or he manages other people as well? Or you're one of these artists who thinks, "Nah, fuck that, man. I need my manager to focus on me and me only." What kind of artist are you?
It's hard for me to answer that question because I've never been.
Why not, sir? I'm joking. I'm bugging.
I've been in that situation. I have an artist now that I work with, who is telling me that I should not be working with anybody else. And I should now
focus on them.
Yeah, and just focus on him and put everything into him.
My thing is,
there's a lot of them all over the place.
Yeah, he doesn't have the money to pay me to do that, so I'm not doing it.
if you're the hardest artist under the management, you get focused on anyway. Yeah.
What did I tell you on the thing that we spoke about earlier?
We spoke about that. So
literally earlier.
We spoke about like
because the manager's gonna know.
Yeah.
He or she is gonna know who to push.
Well, we spoke about it in a manager point and a label point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So let's say an artist is signed to, like, let's say Island Records or something, and let's say that artist is like the biggest selling artist. Obviously, the label's going to focus on that artist because he's the one who's making the bread. You know what I'm saying? There can be some upcoming artist, or there can be some other artist that's not making as much as money as him. So they're going to focus on whoever's winning. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the money's at. You know what I'm saying? They're going to put their attention, their energy, and he or she is going to be priority to that label. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're going to focus on that. And the same thing with the manager as well. You know
Let me play, obviously, you know, sometimes people say devil's advocate, yeah? Let me play angel's advocate, yeah? But if you're... Go on. BB, yeah? If you're managing 3 of us, yeah? Here right now, yeah? And obviously, these 2 are popping more than me, yeah? And I'm trying to do my thing, but my thing is just not popping like that, yeah? I'll come and say, you know what? Obviously, if you're not supporting me like that and not putting... How am I meant to catch up to these 2 niggas? What would you say to them? You got to say.
This is why
somebody might go and say like.
This is why you need to know who your manager is. Because you know a good manager will also be part of your come up. So although these 2 are taking the spotlight from you, I'm gonna know that I'm gonna invest a little bit more. I might have to invest a bit more time in you to bring you up. I might not be able to get you to these 2's level, but I'm gonna invest a little bit more time in you to bring you up. But that's the kind of person I am. But not all managers are doing that. Yeah,
literally.
Some managers are gonna be like, you pay me extra to do extra things for you. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, but you just gotta have understanding.
It's a cold world.
But you know, another thing, the game's cold. Cold. Like for example, it's not based on sympathy. It's business is business. So if that artist is not managing to get a few sales, they'll drop him. They'll drop them quick. The label will drop them.
Well, that's the difference with being independent and being by the label. That's why I've seen a lot more artists like in quite a few years now. Over the past few years, I've seen a lot of artists that go with labels and it doesn't last long. They do their year contract or their 2-year contract and then they go, they be independent and they actually blow independently. What they've done is they've just used the name that they were signed to a label to get them into the industry. To go there, to go to the interview and say, well, you know what, I was with Sony Music for 2 years and then people are interested. You start name dropping these record labels in and then they get interested in you. And then obviously also as being an artist, it's just your music going out and getting listened and heard by the right people, by the right person, because people are listening all the time.